And welcome back to part 2 of PaletteGear review. Well, I've been using the PaletteGear for over a week now, a bit longer than I thought before I'd actually did the video, but like Adobe did a big update on Lightroom, Photoshop and everything else, and threw a little bit of spanner in the works. I had to redo a few things to get it to how I wanted it. This is my layout I've got at the moment, as you can see. You've probably noticed I've actually purchased another button and another dial as well because I found that I wasn't able to use it exactly how I wanted, just with the number of items I've got on it. On the screen you can see my layouts. The software is actually very easy to use. I've had no real problems now that I've actually worked out that you need it directly plugged into your computer, not through a hub. It does cause some issues at that point. So I'll just show you how I use it and how it's made a difference to me with the problem I've actually got. And as you can see, I've got all these set up as they are. This one here, you create different profiles for different things, and this one here will move you through the profiles. And, right on there. If you want to change anything, like pressing on the button, that's the only thing I found. It always starts minimised or small, and then you can go in and pick whatever you want out of there for that actual item to do, or that one there, cycles, profiles. Yeah, different things in there, and what you've actually got you're using actually comes up on the screen as in adjust all on this one here. So I've got an image on screen just from a show I went to, and I'll show you how it works. I've got one button set up here for Autotone, so I can just press that once and it'll do an Autotone. Spot removal, so I'll change it to spot removal. So we could do on here. I'm still having to use the mouse for some things. Obviously you're not going to get a button for doing this. I have found with it set so that you can see that, as you can see, that the actual knobs turning and the other things moving. Like if I do, it slows the system down. I can change that and put it into what's called performance mode. So you go into File, Preferences, and you optimize performance. That stops these from spinning, and it will actually speed things up a lot. I'll leave it as that so you can actually see what's occurring. I'll hit spot remove again. Gone. And then to adjust how I've got this set up is I've got this one here is adjust the slider, so just click on there and as you can see it'll alter it. Auto on Lightroom seems to knock the contrast way down. This next knob down just moves me to the next one, and again come down to clarity. A little bit of clarity into it. It won't go past the open section you've got, as you can see. And if I want to zoom in on this, I can zoom in with one button as well. That's it. And then I can go to the next profile, which was detail. As soon as I move any of these, like the radius, it'll open up the details panel on the screen automatically. Now the one thing I have found, and is a little bit, you do get used to it, is the sliders. Wherever the slider is, as soon as you touch it, that's where it will start. So if you look at the slider positioned like on the luminance is set to 0 here, this slider is over half. Just touch it, whoop, it goes straight up. so you then have to pull it right down to get back to 0. On the sharpening in a minute. Do the sharpening. Change the radius for that one. Change the mask. And what you can't do, you hold down Alt and then turn them out. You can't. If you do it with your mouse, then you can see the mask, but using that you can't. The same with the detail. So I'm looking at before and after, so you can see. And this one I've got set up for a gradient tool. So, when you're in gradient tool, if I go to local adjustments, again I've got adjust any slider. Press down, it will. Local adjustments, I've got that set up. One button, and I get the brush up. Again, I've still got to use the mouse for the brush, but it's reduced that amount. You go to transform, as you see, it comes up on screen. I've gone to transform, and then you can look over, scale it. The only thing I've found is when you go into transform, or scale, transform, rotate, it opens up lens correction, not transform. As soon as you touch it, lens correction. You can take it out of solo mode. And then you can see what you're doing. So, again, you can go before and after. And if you hold down, that one goes to the first one. So overall, yes, it has helped tremendously. Whereas before I could spend 15 to 20 minutes max before I had to have a rest, I can get to about an hour now before resting. Just getting used to the layouts. That's why I've got it on the other screen so I can actually see them. You can, in the beta version, if we go to any of these, function switching, in there in the beta version there's a button that will bring it up on screen so you can see it, but I'm not using the beta at the moment. It seems to slow down a bit more. I'll take off for performance. You can now see that the actual buttons don't move. Now I've got, so it'll take us into a different module. Like so yes, I would highly recommend PaletteGear if you have got some kind of disability or limited mobility. My movement now is that, with very little mouse movement unless I have to. The quality is fantastic, really well made. Software is easy to use once you get used to it. There is some presets in here you can pick and then alter to your own. You can save your own, load, different profiles loaded, and if you're going to use another application, you can use an application one, which I've got set to volume and different things. So yes, for me it has worked. you've got to decide whether the cost is worth it for yourself, because it isn't cheap. But if it helps, then it's worth it. Hit subscribe for any more upcoming videos and reviews. Thank you very much.